Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today's video is going to be my 6-week postpartum update. I am a little more than 6 weeks postpartum now, but this is when I have time to film it. So if you're new to my channel, I am 6 weeks postpartum with twin girls. They were born at the end of July, and I did have a vaginal birth, which I was very excited about. So I did also film a 2-week postpartum update. I will put that in the cards that'll pop up here for you guys to go look at that. Watch that video if you haven't already. This is mostly going to be about my postpartum recovery from a twin pregnancy. I might touch on the babies a little bit at the end, but they will of course have another update of their very own coming soon. Alright guys, let's just get into the meat of this, because I'm going to be really honest with you. This postpartum has been very different than with my other 2 pregnancies, and in some ways better and in some ways worse. So we're just going to kind of talk about it. If you've watched any of my pregnancy updates or my postpartum updates, you know I'm pretty real and raw and honest when it comes to this kind of stuff, because I see no point in sugarcoating it for you mamas out there who are watching this because you are pregnant with twins, and you want to know what to expect or whatever. I want to be honest so that you guys are prepared. So I'm sharing. So first we're going to talk about my body postpartum. It's something people want to know about, and it's something you got to be prepared for, when you decide to get pregnant and stuff. But for me, this recovery has been a lot harder in the sense that my body just has not gone back to normal or anywhere close to it. I gained 50 something pounds in this pregnancy. And when I was pregnant, I felt like, oh, I've gotten a few new stretch marks, but it didn't seem that bad. Well, after I had the babies and my body kind of started to deflate, a whole bunch of new stretch marks showed up that I didn't see, or couldn't see or couldn't tell were there when I was pregnant. And so it's been a little bit of a challenge, because I just don't recognize myself anymore, and that can be a little bit mentally difficult to deal with. I've said in my other update, and I truly do mean that I would do it all over again for these girls, and I have no problem sacrificing my body, so to speak, in order to have them. I would do it 100 times over, but it is really difficult. So like I said, I can't really wear maternity clothes. Those are too big. I can't wear my pre-pregnancy clothes because those are too small. So I'm just kind of in this flux place, where you don't really want to buy new clothes, but nothing fits, and you don't want to live in leggings. It's just kind of like, ugh. Now that I'm 6 weeks, I do want to start working out some, but I have to be really careful because I've never had milk supply issues with my singleton pregnancies, and so far I haven't with the twins, but I really want to be careful not to mess up my milk supply. So it's like this delicate dance that I'm doing of trying to eat healthy but not restrict calories, and I want to work out, but I don't want to work out too much and then mess up my milk supply. I'm not sure how to word this, because the thing is when I look at myself naked in the mirror before I get in the shower, I don't like what I see. I think it's just really important that it's okay to say, like, you know what, I do not like this right now. Like, I do not like feeling like a sausage encasing. I do not feel like a busted can of biscuits. It's okay to not like that. But what matters is, the verbiage that you use and the way that you talk to yourself, the way you talk about yourself, the way you think about yourself, and, still loving who you are and understanding that who you are is not this physical body that you're just not loving right now. Like, that's not who you are. Who you are is what's on the inside. It's the character, it's the person that you are. This outside shell is just that, it's just a shell, and it's okay to not like certain things about it. I would be lying if I sat here and said, like, oh my gosh, I love my postpartum body right now. I don't. My boobs are enormous, and not like enormous like, ooh, bow, chicka, bow, bow. Like enormous like they hang down to my belly button, and I don't look like I have a waist because I can't find a bra sturdy enough to hold them up. It's ridiculous. They're uncomfortable. They make it hard to work out or run. Like, the thought of running right now with these things, oh, really is like, it's ridiculous. And I cannot imagine trying to do like something super cardio with these giant boobs. So I'm not going to sit here and pretend like I love that body, or that I appreciate my body for what it's done. I'm grateful to my body for what it's done. And I want to be kind to my body because it's been through a lot. And there's no reason for me to hate on it. And this is something I have to tell myself every day. It is a struggle every single day. When you pull on a pair of pants that you're busting out the top of, or you put on a shirt or whatever, you know, like, and you got all these back rolls and back fat and things that you didn't used to have, like, it's a struggle every single day. But I really have to like take a deep breath and say, I'm grateful to my body. My body grew these 2 babies. I am so grateful. These stretch marks are because my body needed to expand to hold the babies. You know, I try to speak lovingly to myself in a way that I would speak to my girlfriend. I would never look at my girlfriend and be like, oh my God, you are so fat and disgusting and ugly. Like, how? You would never do that. So I don't want to do that to myself. The other thing is that I have always enjoyed working out. I've done some form of exercise for, you know, a number of years, whether I've gone through phases where I was running, then I went to the gym and weight lifted, or, you know, whatever. So I've gone through different phases of types of exercise that I like, but I really enjoy exercise. And one thing when I was pregnant that I said was being so completely incapacitated when it came to doing anything physical. Like, I would watch people run, and the condition my body was in when I was pregnant with these twins, I would think to myself, I couldn't run if you paid me. The thought of being able to run was like, will I ever be able to do that again? And so now that I'm not pregnant, I don't take it for granted. Like, my body physically being able to work out and exercise and do things, I don't take it for granted. So now, like, I really want to be able to do it. I was unable to work out being pregnant. Now that I'm not, makes me really want to, you know, take advantage of what my body can do that it couldn't do for the longest time this year, you know, really struggling physically. Bowsy, can you lick yourself somewhere else, please? I'm trying to film. I can hear you. Bowsy, stop. Stop. He's like, I don't have to listen to you. This is my house. So also hormonally, things have been my body has been really off. So I told you guys before that I'm struggling a lot with really dry skin, and that's happening head to toe. My skin is dry, my hair is dry and like crunchy. My face is like constantly tight feeling, like making these stupid faces. My face is very like tight feeling and dry, and I have been using, you guys have recommended things, I have been trying everything. I've also developed like that chicken skin, they call it. It's called like KP or something like that, but the chicken skin on your arms. I have it on my arms and legs. And all of this, I believe, is hormonal. I don't really have any other explanation for it at this point, so I believe it's hormonal. Yeah, these postpartum hormones are really kicking my butt and causing me some weird, you know, little weird problems. So I'm just trying to kind of deal with them and know that some of the stuff might not go away until I'm not nursing anymore. I mean, I'm not sure, you know, I just kind of am like in this wait and see. I went to my 6-week postpartum checkup. Everything looked good. She checked my belly, and I do have diastasis recti, which is a separation of your ab muscles. So I need to do some research on what exercises are safe to do, because I know when you have that, it's actually worse to do like regular crunches and, you know, kind of traditional things you would do for core workouts are not good for you when you have that. It makes it worse. She also looked at that really sore spot I had on my belly, which I think I told you guys about. It's kind of like down and to the right of my belly button. And she said she could not feel a hernia, but that we would just keep an eye on it. And if the pain was still there in a few months, that we could do like an ultrasound or some way to check to make sure there's not something herniated there. But otherwise, everything went good at my postpartum checkup. My blood pressure has returned to normal, which is great. That really worried me for a while because it stayed high for a couple weeks after the babies were born, but it did go back down. And I am just functioning on so little sleep at this point that I think that that's also affecting everything. It's affecting my mental state. I also believe it's affecting my ability to lose any more weight, because, you know, you kind of need to sleep for your body to rest and regenerate, and I'm not getting very much sleep. The babies, up until the last couple of days, have been every 2 hours around the clock nursing, all night, all day, every 2 hours. So I'm not sleeping much. Surprise, surprise. Last couple of nights they gave me 1 4-hour and a couple of 3-hour stretches. And I am really hoping that that is going to be a trend that they keep up, because I mean, I felt like a new woman after that 4-hour stretch. I was like, I am a human being. I can function again. So yeah, and it's hard because you can't just be like, oh, I'll just live off of coffee, because you can't drink that much coffee when you're nursing. So it's been really difficult. I just feel really tired all the time. And it's the kind of tired that, you know, when you're like holding your phone or doing something and you just go, and it like your head jolts or your hand drops or whatever, like it's that kind of tired. I'll be sitting there on the couch and I'm just like, wake up. Moving forward, I feel pretty good mentally. I want to talk about that too a little bit. I feel pretty good mentally. I don't feel like I have really any baby blues or postpartum depression at this point. I feel good mentally. I'm tired, but there's a difference between feeling tired and a little stressed and having, you know, postpartum depression and that kind of thing. And it's really important to know the differences and talk to your doctor if you feel like you are feeling depressed or are really struggling postpartum. So I want to say that it is, like I said, it is wearing on me mentally, my physical state. And hopefully that makes any sense at all. And I'm trying really hard not to let it get me down. But you know, I'm only human. I think that's everything. I feel like I talked about everything as it relates to myself and postpartum. I am very anxious and excited to begin some kind of workout regimen. I am in the process right now of deciding which one I want to do. I do kind of want to do some kind of a program, so I've been looking at a few different ones. If you guys have any recommendations for postpartum programs that you really enjoyed, let me know. I mean, obviously it doesn't have to be postpartum specific, but I need something I can ease into, because this body, it still feels very put together all wrong. My hips and everything still hurt a lot. That's the other thing is I need to go see a chiropractor. I need to make it a priority, because things just are still very like loosey-goosey and don't feel right, my hips and stuff like that. If you have any recommendations about that, let me know. Yeah, otherwise things are going good. I hope you didn't feel like this was like too downer. I'm not trying to be a downer. I'm just trying to be really honest, because I don't think it helps anybody to sugarcoat things. And like I said, I really am doing well. It's just the physical aspects of it have been a little bit challenging. So that's where we are at for 6 weeks postpartum. I'm not sure when I will do another postpartum update. You guys can let me know in the comments if there's, you know, if there's another milestone you'd like to see. Maybe we're 6 weeks now, maybe 3 months and 6 months or something like that we could do. I don't know. We'll see. Thank you guys so much for watching. Miss Millie here, who just got done eating. Can you say thank you for watching? Oh. All right. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you again soon. Bye-bye.